Assalamu alaikum learners, how are you? I hope you are fine and safe at your homes. I am Rahila, your history and geography teacher. Class 8, unit number 1, it's your third lecture. Learners, open your book, page number 9. The topic is earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. Now we start reading. Study figure 1.10 and 1.11. Do you notice that earthquakes and volcanic eruptions occur mainly along the boundaries of the major and minor crustal plates? Is an understanding of plate tectonics the answer to the formation of earthquakes and volcanic eruptions? When scientists compare the locations of the major and minor crustal plates with the locations of the occurrence of earthquakes and volcanic eruptions, they noticed a correlation between the two. Do you know what that correlation is? Correlation indicates the extent to which one variable increases as the other decreases. On this page, there are two maps. In figure 1.10, you can see world distribution of earthquake zones, and in figure 1.11, world distribution of active volcanoes. Learners, turn the page number 10. On this page, the topic is plate tectonics in Pakistan. Pakistan lies at the boundary of two crustal plates, the Indo-Australian plate and the Eurasian plate, figure 1.12. Both the Indo-Australian and the Eurasian plates are continental plates. The boundary between the plates cuts across the center of Pakistan in the northeast and southwest direction. The destructive plate boundary, where the Indo-Australian plate collides into the Eurasian plate, extends from Makran in Balochistan to the Hazara in Kashmir. Sindh, Punjab and Kashmir are located on the margin of the Indo-Australian plate, whereas Balochistan and the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa are located on the margin of the Eurasian plate. As both the Indo-Australian and the Eurasian plates are of the same density, when they collide, folding occurs. Figure 1.13 shows the process of folding that led to the formation of the Himalayan fold mountain range. As the Indo-Australian and the Eurasian plates are still moving towards each other, the Himalayas continues to increase in height every year. Also, as these two plates continue to move towards each other, so do earthquakes continue to occur in Pakistan and the neighboring countries. In fact, one of Pakistan's deadliest earthquakes, 7.6 on the Richter scale, occurred in 2005 in Pakistan, administered Kashmir. The earthquake was caused by severe upthrust and left about 79,000 dead. Do you see a pattern between plate tectonics and earthquakes in Pakistan? Observe the map, figure 1.12, location of the two continental plates in Pakistan, and in figure 1.13, the formation of the Himalayan mountain range as a result of the process of folding. Learners, open page number 11. On this page, there is an activity. Study the two diagrams below and answer the questions that follow. The diagram figure A, the world map 200 million years ago, and figure B, the world map in 2010. There are some questions. Question number 1. What is the name of the supercontinent 200 million years ago? The answer is about 200 million years ago, Earth didn't have 7 continents but instead one massive supercontinent called Pangaea. Question number 2 is, who discovered the existence of this supercontinent? The answer is, more than a century ago, the scientist Alfred Wegener discovered the existence of this supercontinent. Question number 3. What is the name of the theory for the movement of continents? The answer is, its name is continental drift. Question number 4. What evidence is there to show that the continents today were once from one supercontinent? The answer is the distribution of ancient fossils, rocks, mountain ranges, and the locations of ancient climate zones. Question number 5 is, does this theory fully explain the positions of the continents today? The answer is continental drift is the theory that the Earth continents have moved over. It is now accepted that the plates carrying the continents do move across the Earth's surface. Question number 6 is there an other theory that may explain the positions of the continents today? What is the name of this theory? The answer is today the theory of continental drift has been replaced by the science of plate tectonics. Question number 7. What does the second theory explain that was not explained by the previous theory? The answer is plate tectonics is a scientific theory describing the large-scale motion of seven. The theory revolutionized the earth science, explaining a diverse range of geological phenomena. The second question on this page, using the answers you have found for the question in one above, write a short paragraph of about 50 to 80 words describing how scientists explain the arrangement of the world map as we know today. The answer is world map correspond to the location of the land, sea, countries, states, rivers, lakes and mountains. Learners, turn page number 12. There is a flow chart on this page about plate tectonics. Learn this flow chart and make it on loose sheet. Plate tectonics. What is plate tectonics? Explain the movement of crustal plates on Earth. Crustal plates consist of major and minor plates. Oceanic plates, thinner, made of heavier materials, sits lower on the mantle. Continental plates, thicker, made up of lighter material, sits higher on the mantle. Why do plates move? Heat from mantle forms convectional currents, move the crustal plate around. How do plates move? Collide with each other. Subduction occurs, folding occurs, forms fold mountains, move away from each other. Sea floor spreading occurs, ocean trenches and iceland arch form. Slide past each other, faulting occurs. Learners, do reading carefully, underline difficult words, learn vocab and write on loose sheet. Okay learners, take care. Allah Hafiz.